This is a Showtime exclusive comedy presentation. The following Showtime series is suitable for viewing by your entire family. This presentation is closed captioned for the hearing impaired. Presentation is closed captioned for the hearing impaired.
You're watching Showtime. The excitement continues when the princess and the pirate take it on the lam from an evil potentate. It's a vintage Bob Hope comedy co-starring Virginia Mayo. Next on Showtime.
On this week's all-new episode of Robin Hood,
What is it?
His death, Father.
a prophecy foretells doom for Robin Hood.
It is a time of trials. I cannot help you.
There's an old man and a girl, alone in a run-down castle, and a treasure just waiting to be taken.
What is this treasure, my lord?
Will the mysterious treasure bring a reign of terror
How'd you like to see an innocent girl killed?
Traitor!
and the downfall of a hero?
Let go of me!
On this week's all-new episode of Robin Hood, starring Jason Connery, only on Showtime.
Looking for a little more excitement? More adventure? More laughter in your life? Well, you're in luck, because Showtime's got it all for you in February, including one of the greatest epic adventures of all time.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
The fantasy. The spectacle.
Everything's gonna be fine. Trust me.
The danger.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
The Star Wars saga continues when Showtime presents The Empire Strikes Back.
Chicks, can I hold this smoke? That's what it is.
What it is the first meeting of the Breakfast Club after one day together.
I don't want to be alone.
You don't have to be.
Their lives will never be the same. Matt Dillon discovers that if he plays his cards right,
Change, Phil.
he could go from loser to legend in The Flamingo Kid. He challenged the odds and risked his life for what he believed in.
He's out there, all by himself, you know.
Timothy Hutton, Turk 182. Doug McKeon's been in a romantic rut lately, but maybe all he needs is a little more mischief in his life. The excitement continues in February when Broadway on Showtime presents Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters in Stephen Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George. Tears for Fears. Breaking new ground in the music world is nothing unusual for one of the hottest groups in America today. Showtime brings you their 85 world tour in our music special Scenes from the Big Chair. Don't miss the excitement of Showtime's original series in February, including 4 new episodes of Robin Hood, starring Jason Connery.
I get no respect, you know.
The comedy's contagious, outrageous, a little racy, and a little flaky. So tune in for more Brothers and Bizarre, just for the fun of it. Watch for more surprises coming from the Cramden household.
I don't know why it should come to you as any surprise.
On The Honeymooners, the lost episodes. And don't forget Showtime's commitment to quality family entertainment during family time. So don't let the cold get you down. There's more great entertainment coming your way in February on Showtime.
Today on Showtime's Comedy Close-Up, Dick Shawn's comic recollections go way back.
Before I was born, I was sitting there. I remember there was a heart, a kidney, a liver. I thought it was a delicatessen.
Jane Anderson performs the human comedy.
Jason, honey, don't do that, okay? You're creating tension in the sandbox.
And Rodney Dangerfield gets RESPECT. All this and more on Showtime's Comedy Close-Up, starring David Steinberg.
Hello, my viewers, and welcome to Showtime Comedy Close-Up. I'm here. I'm going to talk with the second greatest entertainer in the whole wide world, and one of my favorites, Mr. Dick Shawn. Welcome, Dick. Ah, how wonderful.
David.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
So the obvious question here is, if you're the second greatest entertainer in the world, who is the first greatest entertainer in the world?
Well, if you're a religious person, obviously it's God. he has to be the greatest entertainer in the world when you consider what's happening. If you're an atheist, it's Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy's great.
Tell me about the second greatest entertainer in the world. You've been doing it now for a year, about a year across the country? Or?
I've been working it out in San Francisco. Actually, I did about 6, 7 years ago. That's like my statement, my ideas, my particular point of view of the world, which I think is normal. And hopefully it comes out bizarre to people who are normal, like yourself.
So your view of the world, like your view of politics, like the President of the United States.
The President?
Like, how do you feel about the President?
Well, for one thing, I feel that the President, obviously, to me, is probably the best comic in America. The crazy thing to me is that the man at his age, how he remembers all those jokes. Man is 75 years old, which is incredible when you realize Yugoslavia is only 40 years old, which means that Ronald Reagan is almost twice as old as an old country, which is my say. Reagan got elected because Mondale had no sense of humor. Too serious. And I believe that all the people who are going to be running for offices now will have comedy writers.
But Nixon was not.
He was not. He was the last serious president.
Yeah, well, he was not a comedian. He was more in the clown category.
Well, he looks serious because his eyes and his mouth look like they came from 2 different people.
Yeah.
It looked strange. And after him, America said, no more comedy. I mean, no more serious men. We want comedy.
We want funny people.
And we got Jerry Ford.
Yes, and they were right.
He was not a talking comic. He was a knockabout comic.
But he was
Couldn't
funny.
Go through a door. Jimmy Carter was the next one. Great comic.
Yeah, he was
funny. Freckles, funny teeth, funny family. God, he had a funny family.
Yes.
Funny men.
You talk about so many things, right? Creation,
religion.
Right? Religion. Freud, one of my favorites.
Oh.
What is your approach to Freud?
Well, my theory on Sigmund Freud, incidentally, he was the first one to use cocaine. You know that.
Yes, this is one of the things that has become known about him recently.
With a college education, he was the first one. Before him, a few jazz musicians, some food caterers from Pittsburgh. That was it. Yes. And I love that shirt. That shirt is immaculate.
This is a great shirt, is it not?
It's a great shirt. Somewhere you must have bowled as a child. Yes. I'm not sure.
In another life. Dick, I want to ask you, your career has been, you've done everything. You have done plays, you've done Vegas,
right.
Movies. You were in classics. You were in, The Producers is considered a classic. What was that experience like?
That was really fun. I was doing a routine on a rock and roll star when Mel Brooks saw me. I used to think I'm Freddie Funky. My name is Freddie Funky. I'm here with my funky family. I'm singing polka rock and roll. Yeah, but look out. Oh, honey. And he grabbed it and I did it. And we kind of winged it in there in a way.
And then another sort of quiet classic is the Mad, 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 Mad World.
Right. I think it was the first picture where they ever had like 12 comics in a show. And Stanley Kramer, who was not a comedy director, had a lot of problems with us because we were all nuts. I mean, they were just insane. Johnson Winters, of course, was a riot. I mean, Phil Silvers, these guys were crazy. I was actually the quiet one with all of them.
Yes, but not on screen. You again.
On screen, it's a dual personality. I mean, there are 2 sides to me, obviously.
Thank you, Dick, for being here. And another new comedian who works very much like Dick Shawn in her own style, very unique, that is, she doesn't just do jokes, is someone we've just discovered. Her name is Jane Anderson.
Happy birthday to you. Mel, take a picture. Birthday to you. You don't need the flash. Forget the flash. Dear Leslie, happy first birthday to you. Yay! Mel, wait.
I do, like, tiny plays on stage. It's eavesdropping. It's eavesdropping on people's lives. I eavesdrop on the most embarrassing moments, things that you don't want to reveal to people.
Jane's little plays trace the life story of Leslie, beginning with her first birthday.
Here, roast in it. See what it is. Mel, don't help her. She can do it herself. Here, honey. Hold the ribbon.